Hello, it's me again. Today I want to talk about Star Wars home video release. So, talking about Star Wars, when you open YouTube and search for Star Wars home video, there are a lot of discussion about the DVD version, the Blu-ray version, the 4K Blu-ray version, and even the VHS version of Star Wars, and also the Laserdisc version. But not so many people talk about the video CD version of Star Wars, and that's where I'm stepping in because I do think that the video CD version of Star Wars also deserves the spotlight, and that's what I am going to do today. So we're not going to talk about the Blu-ray or the DVD or even the VHS. We're going to talk about the video CD version of Star Wars. Let's start from the prequel trilogy. So here we have the first Star Wars. This is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on a video CD. This is the video CD premiere line from 20th Century Fox that were quite popular in the early 2000s. There you go. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That is the signature of this particular line. That is, the front cover has the translation, the title translation of the title. That is the translation for The Phantom Menace, but not for Star Wars. There we go. This one is on this unnecessarily tall slipcover, and because the disc does not have anything that's holding the packaging inside, we have to put the packaging inside this protective plastic. So let's open the protective plastic. There you go, Star Wars The Phantom Menace. That is the design of the front cover. This is the comparison between this unnecessarily tall video CD packaging and the Blu-ray packaging. This Blu-ray package is a very popular package, so you can find this package on many other regions in the States, in Australia, in UK, in Japan, in so many countries. It's the same standard of Star Wars Blu-ray packaging, but this video CD is only available in this region in Indonesia. So when VHS were very popular in other countries, it was a video CD in my region. There we go, The Phantom Menace. Of course, the image is the same as many other DVD packaging and VHS packaging. It's just like it's slimmer but taller, The dimension is a lot slimmer because this one is just like a video CD, but it's very, very tall. There you go. And if you open inside, you can find two jewel casing, and nothing is holding the two cases together. So they just put this inside and then add this cardboard and then add the shrink wrapping and then ship them to the stores. So we need a protective plastic to hold the discs together inside. So inside you can see a beautiful photograph from the movie. And the cardboard is quite large, so it looks really, really beautiful. And this one is a very, very old packaging from the year 2000. Imagine when this was brand new. This one look gorgeous. There you go. And that is the design of the back. We forgot to mention that. Every generation has a legend. Every journey has a first step. Every saga has a beginning. So that's the image of the pod racing, that is the image of the battle between the Jedi and the Sith, and that is Jar Jar Binks. This video CD package was released in the year 2000. This film has been modified from its original version. It has been formatted to video screen. So basically, when you think about video CD quality, think about VHS quality. The good thing is that it will not degrade over time when you play it over and over again. So let's now take a look at the design of the discs themselves. So the discs are split in two and on two different jewel casing. This one hosts disc 1. That is the design of the front cover. The spine, the other spine, And that is the design of the back. There is nothing on the back. There is no information. There's no plot summary on the back. It's just this beautiful photograph from the movie. And inside, you can find the first disc with another photograph, beautiful photograph from the movie. And the second disc is placed in the second jewel casing. That's the design of the front cover with Darth Maul. That says disc 2 over there. That is the design of the spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. Again, there's no text on the back cover. It's just this beautiful photograph from the movie. And inside, you can find the second disc with that beautiful image also from the movie. So there you go. This is the video CD package of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This one is just beautiful. Now let's move to the sequel of this movie, that is Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. The video CD package of Attack of the Clones is pretty much identical to the first one, The Phantom Menace. It's in the unnecessarily tall video CD package, and this is also part of the video CD Premiere line, so the design is quite uniformed. That is the design of the front cover, with that, again, the translation of the title, that is the translation for Attack of the Clones, the image of, similar to the DVD and perhaps the Blu-ray. Some versions has the same artwork, and that is the design of the spine, and that is the design of the back, with more images from the movie. And again, because the packaging is quite tall, you can see a lot more images, and they look much, much more glorious than the DVD or the Blu-ray counterparts. There you go. This video CD was released back in the year 2002. That is the government approval, the censorship approval, 2002. And again, this is similar to the first one. There's nothing holding the disc, holding the jewel casing together inside. So if you open this one, you will find this beautiful image from the movie during the Clone Wars. There you go. And again, this one is split into two jewel casing, but because I think the running time for the second movie is longer compared to the first one, this package is 3 discs. The first movie is only 2 discs. The second one is 3 discs. This packaging holds the first disc over there. You can see Star Wars Attack of the Clone Disc 1. That is the design of the front cover. That is the name of the line, the original video CD Premiere line from 20th Century Fox. Spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. There is nothing on the back. There's no text on the back, so it's very, very beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And inside you can find the disc, that is disc 1, Attack of the Clones, and that image from the movie. And the second jewel casing, that is the design of the front cover. It says disc 2 and disc 3. Spine, the other spine, and that is what's happening on the back. There's no text, just this beautiful photograph from the movie. And inside you can find the second disc, disc 2, and underneath is, of course, disc 3. So each individual disc has its own artwork that is just marvelous. And that is the image from the movie. Let's put it back over there. Take a look at that. It's a beautiful packaging. Let's close this second movie of Star Wars and move to the third one, the last entry of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. That is Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. There's something sad about this package. That is because they no longer produce the Star Wars movies on this unnecessarily tall video CD package. So they only released this original video CD premiere in the early 2000s, and they practically stopped doing that like around 2004. So there's no movies from the original video CD premiere line from 2004 onward. They call the edition as the new edition. So yeah, they no longer produce the original video CD premiere. As a sample, I have these two different versions of Titan AE. They're both from, of course, 20th Century Fox, but this one was released in the early 2000s during the initial release of this movie, Titan AE. This one was released on original video CD premiere, and in 2004, they re-released the movie in this particular packaging, the new edition. So they no longer manufacture this type of video CD packaging, no longer using the original video CD premiere line. So Star Wars Revenge of the Sith was released in the year 2005. So it has a different package design compared to the first one and the second one. And that is sad because we cannot collect the entire Star Wars trilogy prequel in the uniformed format. That is really, really sad. It's going to be awesome if we can have 1, 2, and 3 on the same unnecessarily tall video CD packaging format, but that is just not possible. So this is all that we've got. There you go. The front cover of Revenge of the Sith. This one is a standard DVD casing with a slipcover. Spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the bag. I must say that this packaging is beautiful also, but just it kind of bothers me that this one is not uniformed with the first two packaging. Inside is the similar packaging, and if you open this one, you can find the disc 1 and disc 2, and there's the artwork, the photograph from the movie, the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Let's put it back inside. So that is the Star Wars prequel trilogy, and why it is not possible to have them all in unified packaging. Star Wars Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 2, and Star Wars Episode 3. It's a shame that they're not in a uniformed packaging. Now let's move to the original Star Wars trilogy, so Episode 4, 5, and 6. So they released these video CD packaging Star Wars trilogy for the original trilogy. There you go. That is the design of the front cover. Star Wars trilogy includes Episode 3 sneak peek behind the scene with George Lucas, and this one uses the gold disc standard. There we go. With the image of Darth Vader and that spaceships from the movie. That is the design of the spine, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This one is also part of the original video CD premiere line. On top, you can find the logo, the 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo. And down there is Lucasfilm. That is the design of the bag, Star Wars trilogy with C-3PO and R2-D2. And sadly, the other spine does not look so good anymore. So I bought this one secondhand, and this one is, most of the time when you buy this particular video CD packaging of Star Wars trilogy, they this box is no longer available, so it's very difficult to find one that is still intact in this particular cardboard with a very, very good condition. That is very difficult nowadays, but I managed to find these ones. So actually I already got the Star Wars trilogy on the individual jewel casings, but I just want to have the trilogy in this original packaging from the 2000. So yeah, unfortunately this particular part is not really good, again because this one is second-hand, but I got this one in a good deal and overall still in a nice condition. So imagine if this was brand new in the year 2000. It's shiny, it's just marvelous. And if you open this one, there's no latch or anything, just simply open the front flap. That's this image from the movie, and again, that is not beautiful, but well, at least the packaging is intact, and that is the discs inside, the jewel casing for episode 4, episode 5, and episode 6. This is just holding all 3 movies together, so you can put them on the shelf like that, and looks quite neat. Now let's take the discs. That's what's going on inside, and that is what holding the jewel case together. I just hope that the prequels got this type of packaging instead of what we got, so it's going to it will hold the disc inside at least. Let's dive to the jewel casing. That is the design of the front cover for A New Hope, with that signature original video CD premiere and the translation of the title. That's the title of A New Hope. There you go. The spine, the other spine, and that is the design for the back. And inside you can find the disc 1, and underneath is disc 2. And this is what they meant by gold disc standard. They're using the gold colored disc instead of the standard silver colored disc. Unlike the prequel trilogy, the design of the disc, the artwork is similar for both discs, disc 1 and disc 2. There you go, with A New Hope on video CD. The next one is, of course, my favorite of the original trilogy, The Empire Strikes Back. That's the design of the front cover, the spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. And inside, that is the design of the disc, similar to the first one, episode 4. The disc 1 and disc 2 has similar artwork. And that is the plot summary. They put them on the back of the front cover rather than instead of on the back cover, which is quite neat. There you go, Empire Strikes Back on a video CD. And then the last one of the original trilogy, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. That is the design of the front cover. That is the design of the spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. Inside you can find the disc. Again, the artwork for disc 1 and disc 2 is similar. And that is the plot summary. So there you go, Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6 on video CD, which is sadly, they do not share the same, package design artwork as the prequel trilogy. But if you take the individual, jewel casing, like for example this one with Attack of the Clones, they do share some similarities. So if you put them on the shelf together, they will look very, very good. That is what happened when you put them together. And also Phantom Menace. If you take the jewel case, that is disc 1, disc 2, like that. This one is disc 1 of the Attack of the Clones, and then that is disc 2 and 3. And that is the spine of the jewel casing. And if you put them together on the shelf, even without the cardboard packaging, they will still look very, very good on your shelf because they are uniform. So the jewel casing and the front artwork is just uniformed. Even the back cover is uniform. It's just that, they all not adding the plot summary, the text on the back cover. That is quite uniformed. But there you go. So if you do not have the cardboard packaging, you can still have a good looking movies on your shelf if you just put them all together like that. But the other spine is not uniformed, but the spine is uniform. So that is the original Star Wars trilogy. Let's put them back on the packaging. That is the original, and then this one is the second one, and then this is the Phantom Menace. Now, if you want to collect all Star Wars on video CD, there is a special one, another one, that is Star Wars The Force Awakens, that is still available on video CD. So this is the last Star Wars movie that is available on video CD format. That was, I think, it was released back in the year 2016. This video CD package was released in 2016. There's no more Star Wars movies on video CDs after this one. So the 8th and the 9th movie, I don't think they ever released them on video CD, so that's not available on video CD format. But this showcase the longevity of the video CD, the track record of the video CD. It was from 1993 all the way to 2016. They were still producing a video CD in certain regions, especially here in my country. So this is the lowest quality that you can get for Star Wars The Force Awakens legally on a physical media format. That is the video CD of the Star Wars Awakens. That's the design of the front cover, spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. This one is, of course, distributed by Disney, so it's different from the older ones, which they were still distributed by Fox as the 20th Century Fox original video CD premiere, and also the third one. There you go, video CD of Star Wars. This is how you can have Star Wars complete on video CD set. It is sad that we cannot have unified format for these video CDs. Even, for example, if we can have the prequel trilogy in this unnecessarily tall video CD packaging, and even if that is different from the original trilogy, that is fine, as long as we have two different package design. But here we have three different package design. The one that has this box, the one that has this unnecessarily tall video CD packaging, and the one that has the standard DVD package design. So that is sad, but this is all that we've got. The complete Star Wars movies on video CD package that is available. I'm just sharing so that you know that these packages are available, and if you want to expand your Star Wars collection and you want to start to collect them on video CD, what happens if you cannot find the cardboard for the first Star Wars and the second one? It's fine if you can still have the original trilogy, and if you put them together on the shelf, as you can see within this video, that they still look very, very neat if you put them together on the shelf, the individual jewel casing. So I think that is all that I wanted to share with you at this very moment. If you're still with me, I sincerely say thank you very much. Take care and goodbye. Oh, again, once more, may the force be with you.